All right, welcome back, budgeting community. This is Budget Addict. My name is Carol, and this is going to be my debt confession / quarterly updates. Let me zoom you in. All right, so we have our beginning balances, and I don't have a debt confession video because at the beginning of the year I had a terrible flu, cold, whatever, and could barely talk 30 seconds without having a coughing spell. So I scratched January and we're just playing catch up. So our beginning balance for Chase was $943 at a 26.24%, which was ridiculous. My gas card was sitting at 96. This is something that I use and I just keep current. It is at 32%, but it never stays in the balance never stays long enough for it to accrue interest. My capital one was sitting at $5,045 at 28.24%. I had just bought a new car at $43,445 at 5.29% interest. And then our mortgage was at $17,991.70 at 5.99 interest. For our quarterly, I did finish a challenge, so that's where that came from. There was a fee to put into the principal, so it was a little bit more than that, but there was no additional payments for February, and then I used my tax return to pay for a full year of payments, I guess. So I don't actually have a house payment until April of next year. So anything that we save is just going towards principal. But we started at $17,991. We're currently sitting at $15,811. So this being on the back, I'll talk about that first. Now we'll play catch up with these numbers. Make sure you guys can see. All right, Chase went from 943 to 0 since March. Like I said, my gas card, I use it, I pay on it, I use it, pay on it. So this is going to be consistently used, but it's also going to be paid off. My capital one was at $5,045. It's now sitting at $1,231. My Pathfinder is at $43,445. Now it's at $41,616. And I don't take out the interest that is withdrawn. I just put the number that I paid. So even though this number minus this number isn't this, this is how much of my paycheck went towards this. So this won't match up, but this is where we're at. And we're going to get Capital One paid off in April, and then we're going to actually divert, even though this is a higher interest than this one. And I say that even though it's lower because this one's fixed, meaning that after a payment, it's only rated for this percent. Nothing else is drawn out. Now my Nissan, frustratingly, there is a daily interest. So my payment is $629 a month, like 200 or 300, 250, 260 of that goes towards interest. But between payments, there's actually a $6 a day interest rate. So I think it's called simple interest. It's infuriating, putting it mildly. That's the only thing I hate about this car is I didn't realize, I didn't think I noticed it when we bought the Journey, but we paid it off in like 14 and a half months. So we paid it off super fast. And this one, I want to say it's double the amount that we bought our Journey, and it's going to take twice as long. So I'm hoping to have it paid off before 4 years, even though it's a 7-year loan. But the $6 interest, it makes me sick to my stomach. So even though that is an incredible amount of interest going towards something that depreciates every day, we are super low on the house. And without a house payment, we are freeing up $365 a month, or a full tax return. So this is where we're going to go. All of my debt all my debt envelopes are going to go towards the house so we can pay this off. That's the plan. So this is where we're at. It's my debt confession and quarterly updates combined into one. Hope you guys stick around to watch me fumble through this, as you guys have seen in my previous videos, but that's all I got. This is our plan, and we'll see it through. Hope you guys are there with us. All right, until next time.